and welcome to the ArchieLuxury channel. Today I'd like to talk about a souvenir I found when I was living in Bangkok, Thailand a couple years ago. And it's this you can see this model boat, it's a vessel, and I bought it when I was actually in a market in Bangkok. And unfortunately I've long since sold the vessel. I think I paid about a couple $100 for it, which was quite a bit of money, but I sold it for I think almost $2,000. So Archie's first rule of order of business of the day is to make a buck, and he's clearly done that. But this is a very interesting vessel because one thing that I really hate about Western society is the fact that you go to any fucking shopping centre, these mall shopping centres that sell mediocre fucking wristwatches and shit like that, and you could be in any shopping centre in America, the UK, Australia, and you wouldn't have a fucking clue what state or what town you were in, because every fucking shop is virtually a franchise business, and it could be in any fucking shopping centre around the country. Just so fucking awful. Whereas a country like Thailand, especially in a city like Bangkok, they've got the Juggerjog JJ market on the weekend, and that market's been going for hundreds of years. And people come there to sell things, and you see some amazing stuff. A lot of shit too. I mean, let's not fucking gild the lily. But this was a vessel I saw for sales in in the antique section, and I spoke to the lady whose husband made it. Obviously Archie had to bargain her down, but I spoke to the lady, and her husband, he was in his late 60s, early 70s now, but he had actually worked on this vessel. It was a British registered vessel in Singapore. It was the Elelphant, and he'd all the proportions there. I mean, it's not perfectly done. It's not a scale model. It's not a perfect thing. It's not painted, factory perfect, but it was put together by a guy who worked on this fucking vessel for 30 years. All the proportions and where things were placed, it's from memory, from being there for 30 years on this vessel. And he scratch built it. And I mean, he's probably, a lot of things aren't to scale and this and that, but he's done an amazing job. I mean, just how he's put this vessel together out of tin and brass and metal and, and a bit of wood and a bit of string and this and that. Just how it put together, it just, you can see the passion that he had and the love for this vessel. And that's the amazing thing. It's not a factory-built thing. It's a hand-built, scratch-built model. And it's just amazing. It's not perfect. He didn't paint it properly. He did things. He's just a homemade. He wasn't a wealthy guy. He's just a poor guy who worked on this thing. But the love he put into it, you can just see it. The respect he had for this vessel, and you can see the British flag. Bygone era. Geez, when the Commonwealth was strong and things like that. I mean, fuck, that was so long ago. And Singapore, of course, was a British colony, back then. And it's just amazing. You see something like that in a market. It's not something you can just replicate. It's just so well done. And this is some of the things I love about countries like Thailand, where you got beautiful things like this exist. And it's just amazing. I just thought I saw it, and I bought it, and unfortunately, Archie's always looking to make a buck, and I sold it. But it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. And it's I sold it on eBay to a Canadian collector. I sold it, and it was a bitch to send back. I sent it back via FedEx. I had to get a special box made for the fucking thing. It was an absolute bitch to send, but no, it was all wrapped well, and it was sent, and yeah, it's a great vessel. I hope he's enjoying that vessel. That's always a lovely boat to have there, and it's quite amazing. And just the story there, the fact that this guy worked on the vessel for so long, and he scratch built it. It would have taken him, the wife said it took him a couple of years to make it, and I can certainly believe it. You know, a lot of, you know, finding bits and just the love and the passion to complete a project like that. And that's one of the things I love about countries like Thailand and Hong Kong and Singapore. Well, Singapore to a lesser extent, because Singapore's all fucking, you know, it's like Asia light. It's very franchise stores, and there's no real small markets like Thailand has markets. And you know, you look at the Western countries like this with their franchised fucking shops all over the place. You think, is this fucking success? Is this fucking doing well? I mean, fuck. I love the fact that countries like Thailand, everyone's a small trader. They're selling things, whether it's a pair of shoes or a knockoff pair of shoes or this or that. They've got shit for sale, and it's just the love they've put into things. Whereas in the West here, it's all fucking franchise stores, all made in fucking China. It's just, you know, I think we've seemed to have lost something there. For everything you gain, you lose something. And this is this beautiful vessel, and I mean, like, I don't collect models as such. I mean, I do collect steam toys, and that's sort of why I saw this boat, and I thought, oh, it's just beautiful. But it's just a charming thing that I had the pleasure of enjoying for a while in my life, and yeah, I just thought I'd share these photos with you. Tell me what you think. I'm ArchieLuxury. Goodbye.